Now, something really bothers me over the years. There's something that Callan said. Of course, before I continue, let me explain who is Callan, the few people who don't know. Callan is a type of guy who basically got caught inside the room of Black Cat. Who we see how he got there is pretty simple. He is from the organization people will know Hats. A group of 5 or 6 people, it's kind of vague, we don't know the exact number, get inside Black Hat Island in the apartment of Black Cat, he going inside the room. But the rest of the group, we don't know what happened to him. But only people we do know what happened to him is basically Khaled. He got caught inside Black Cat's room. In this, he found a book, and Black Cat was very protective of this book. Before we knew Black Cat was there, he decided to punish Callan, putting himself inside the book. And this is the reason why you have the Hum's book of Black Cat. This is the reason why Callan, is stuck in that book. But it makes it sort of interesting that he says that specific line. He was protecting the book. We don't know what book it was. We don't know it's the Hum's book of Black Cat, Volume 1 and Volume 2. But let's say it is. He asked the other question, why Black Hat sent Callan into that book? And that sort of bothered me for a long time. Something that I wasn't sure why. Till I finally realized maybe Black Hat needed to put him in that book because it's sort of payment he must do for his power. And that's sort of the theory I'm about to talk about of this video. Of course, before I get started, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation. Not just animation, do reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you'll like how it's going, like to help my channel, put like, comment, and subscribe. That's all you need to do, the only thing you need to do. Of course, if you don't, that's fine too. If you do, thank you, because every time you put like, comment, and subscribe, helps my channel to get close to my main goal to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I am getting close to that thanks to you. But besides that, let's talk about the theory, the reason why Black Hat tracked Callan inside the book. Now, I narrate a few things, the reason why a Black Hat put Callan in the book. They removed the obvious to punish him for his sick entertainment. That's sort of the obvious if you read the book. But I think the other answers I can feel be pleasing enough for me, I don't know for you. I think one of the biggest ones is basically the book he feeds is sort of his pet. That sort of he had to keep feeding it because it will bother him. He doesn't feed his own animal. At least that could be a possibility because how much stuff this book has and how many people, creatures in unknown societies are just stuck in this book because of Black Cat. The second thing I've sort of thought about, maybe it's not that. Maybe he made a contract to someone who equal the power or beyond him to have his power, but he had to sort of kind of pay a sort of debt to keep his power. Or at least two of them. One is sort of the obvious, it would be on my channel, is the fact to have a new body every couple 100 years. And second, the payment is basically feed the book because that's how he get his power. That could be the most interesting thing. Maybe that was the major deal. That the reason why he is sending people to this universe because it's the only way he can actually survive. In fact, he had to be sort of nitpicky who he sends, who's not sent. Maybe there is specific sort of kind of uh, flavor he looking for in other words because he doesn't know what he needs to keep fitting the book to make it satisfied. It could be a normal person, the whole country, or something very unusual. But I think it's all about maybe making a deal to make the book satisfied. Or even that, he needs someone corrupted or someone questionable to actually fit it because it only feeds on misery. So maybe the reason why he chose Callan because it makes sense. He is sort of get caught taking the book, doing something that he's trying to get, but he never can get it. So it makes sense to be Callan be the perfect candidate for putting the book. Once more, that could be a very interesting possibility if that is the main reason why he put Kelly inside the book. It just sort of fits right. If he wasn't, maybe he was a perfect fit for Black Cat to use his body to become whole. If you believe that theory of the other one. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just sort of sadistic kind of person that Black Cat sent Kellen to this book because he has a god complex. He wanted to play God, send all these people's different scenarios to see what actually happened, to sort of please his curiosity, in other words. Because let's face it, Black Cat has so much spare time that he doesn't want to waste. Maybe this is the reason why the creator, Alan, maybe this is a big point what he's doing behind the scenes. Because he said Black Cat doing something very questionable behind the scenes. And to me, that's the only thing you can actually do is be okay for Cartoon Network to be greenlit is Black Cat becoming a sort of a god accomplice sort of situation that he needs to especially play with people for satisfy that ego he actually has. That could be a very interesting sort of situation because let's face it, Black Cat is all powerful, but what can you do with a character with that powerful? So let's answer play God. At least that's one of the things I actually thought about. Another scenario that kind of makes sense for a Black Cat is sort of kill two birds with one stone. One to punish Kellen to tempted to get inside his own house. The second one is sort of test him he can't escape the book because he has training to intercept and escape certain areas because that's his specialty. That sort of makes sense to why Black Cat sent him inside the book. Maybe to test the book if he actually can't be escaped. It sort of makes sense he will be the perfect subject matter to put him in that sort of scenario. Or if that could be something completely different, like, let's face it, maybe he sent them to find something that he's not actually realizing finding. That maybe this is the reason why Black Cat is always watching to see what he can actually find for him because he's still not sure what the book could actually do. There's still some mysteries he's not yet figured out about the book. To send someone who actually clever and resourceful would be sort of Kevin, someone who has training, who survives, and he also keep thinking on his own feet. It would be the perfect candidate to actually explore the world of this book. Because Black Cat can, but maybe he can't. Maybe it's sort of restrictions of his own power he was not allowed to. Maybe this is the reason why he decided to say Karen. That could be a very interesting possibility, or even that maybe Black Cat is just sort of a sick little person who sends people of this universe just to entertain them. That still could be the number one reason, but yet it still asks a lot of questions. Could not be that simple, or is it? Now, the final theory I can think of about this, maybe this is sort of the book is sort of a testing ground for all type of experiments. That it makes sense to send Callan to punish. You also see he can survive all the scenarios, all the experiments that Black Cat actually has to sort of break someone down or to see if it could break down a society. Because if you don't know, the book has some society creatures in the book because Black Cat put him there. Maybe because of a bad deal, maybe because he just did it because he's so sick entertainment. But it could be a perfect testing ground for Dr. Fudd experiments or other experiments he can use to sell product of his own universe. So it makes sense to send Canon to see how much effective these experiments could do damage psychologically and physically to see how he sells the product in his own shop. Yeah, that could be maybe the main goal, or maybe not. Honestly, I don't know. In fact, which theory or what theory you can think of explains why Black Cat sent Callan besides being punished in this world, because it could be multiple things. Maybe it could be none of them, just there to be entertained by Black Cat. Honestly, we don't know, but it beats the same thing, the simple answer. Of course, that's all I can say. What you think? What is your opinion? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.